Hello guys, this is Individual. Welcome to Roguetech Season 1.5, and for that season we've gone with a current start and we've been blessed in the max selection. We get a Kintaro K with Ferro and a 275 core, brings double heatsinks, jumpies and assortment of SRM6 streaks and ear mediums. It's okay hit-wise. We could always drop a ton of ammo, because we frankly don't need it, because this thing is a bit thin on the armor, for my liking. Anyway, that being said, is probably the mech which is more ready to get into the field. We also get a 25-ton Raptor. I'm not very keen to bring that thing into the battlefield. We only have 10 armor plates in the back. It's gonna be rough. We don't need the double heatsink, but we got it. This is also good. We got Hendo as well, and it's an Omni, so we can do lots of things with this one. It also brings 3 MRM10s, which means it's got very good potential to be a nasty backstabber, this one. We have a Hunchback 4H. It's the AC10, 4 mediums, 1 small. It's quite thin on armor, so it's not going to be a brawler for us unless until we refit it. As for structure and armor, it's pretty standard, but we're going to improve this thing so much during the playthrough. We also got a 5-star H. It's decent, it's a good chassis, it's ubiquitous, it should be very easy to repair. We bring 6 jumpies, 2 machine guns, 4 flamers, and 2 mediums. Quite thin on the armor, quite toasty, but we got spare double heatsinks, so we're going to sort that in a second. Last but not least, we got a Javelin 11B, which means this beauty comes with Ferro, comes with a double heatsink, and 2 SRM4s. Most importantly, brings Guardian and Beagle. So, yeah, it's a very good start. We really don't need the double heatsinking here, and we're probably going to scrap it from here as soon as we get out from the first mission. We've also been blessed in barracks. We have quite an assortment of assassins. We got Oddball with every quirk imaginable. We got our commander Rafflesia with Assassin, Bookish, Criminal, and Lostech. We got Yukiona, who also is an assassin. We got... there was another assassin here, I think it's Ningyo. Not Ningyo. However, probably not, but on the hiding hole, we also have Gremlin and Wraith. So yeah, we're probably staying here until we're able to contract both Gremlin and Wraith. For a start, we're just going with Gremlin. She didn't have that much of a chance in the last playthrough, and yeah, with that, all the assassins we got here, we're pretty much set. We haven't gone into the vehicle mate bay, and that's for a reason. We only got a galleon, that's a medium laser, 2 small ones. We've got tons of room for improvement on the tank department. That's good though. So without further ado, we go to contracts. I still haven't looked at them. And we take the first one. We're seeing an urban assassination We're seeing... I'm just looking for good salvage here. Probably don't want to go to 1.5 skulls until we got the bonus mech. I honestly can't remember which bonus mech we got here. I think it's a Hanchy, but we're going to see after that first mission. That being said, I think I want to skill some people and just get going with that one skull assassination. Let's see. Yeah, we got Gremlin with XP. We got Oddbow with XP. We got Rafflesia with XP. So let's see if we're able to somehow... Not really. So we'll have to go for 3-3-3-4 with her. Oh well, what can you do? And last but not least, no, Yuki doesn't bring XP, so probably taking... Let's see, that's... Yeah, probably want to spec up Zed. And maybe no, we got an answer, so we're mostly good here. So the Raptor brings an Excel engine, so we're probably leaving it at home for that first mission. We have people ready, and yeah, probably taking adrenaline on the vehicle here. We've got one spot open, but we can't bring the Raptor here. This is vehicle bay. We're going for a one skull assassination. It's urban, so sorry for the performance. With a half skull lance valuation, it can be rough, but oh well. I guess we're going to see if we're ready for it. Season 1.5 brings a bit of improvements in the way sorry, tanks are treated. Now we can lose tanks. So we have to be a bit aware of that when we're just using them as ablative armor. Other than that, game has some special progression for the map enabled, which means we should be seeing a lot of changes in the online map. We'll get there. We haven't gone to the store. There's a decent assortment of things there, but nothing quite special, if you ask me. So, that being said, we'll probably want the Kintaro and the Hunchback to take pawn lines for us with the vehicle. If we lose the vehicle, we lose it. I'm not especially interested in keeping a galleon. So, he's right there at the back, so we're probably going to try to advance to here if we can, and we apparently can. So yeah, that being said, we go for that. We're trying to avoid the texture bug, so let's see if getting close really helps, as I've been told, and apparently it does. So
this looks like a prime spot for an ambush.
let's see where the escorts are. They're actually guarding the diplomat a bit away from it, so we're probably good to get going on the diplomat if we want. Do we want to set shop up here? Probably. So that's a Kintaro. We also bring the Hanchi.
Heading that way.
Firestarter.
Yep.
Brings jumpies so we can get going on weird places with it. Javelin. And last but not least, Adrenaline, who is trying to just see the diplomat. And we get on. We're seeing an RB. Doesn't look like a special RB, so... and the reinforcements are already shooting the jav.
I'm listening.
So, Firestarter can get in,
Yes, I am.
shooting only the mediums. We try. This RB brings very good initiative for being a regular RB, so we probably have to give it a good target. We're also seeing a Falcon up there. That's decent hit chances
Primary target damage, Commander.
here, so... and we even got a head hit.
Duncan Fisher here.
Okay, we got Duncan.
Heading that way.
His voice is quite loud. I'll have to check later if this is extra audible on the
Something
audio.
just went- Oop,
Commander.
If it does, we'll probably have to do something about it. Jav can follow up. Let's see if we get that crit we're looking for. We saw a vehicle, that's another galleon, nothing special. And yeah, that doesn't look like a very good hit chance, but we might get line of sight. We actually don't. But we try anyway. Strix actually fired, so he lost the thumper.
Critical hit.
That's good, means he's only got a medium laser or a small one even. And that was right on the nick of time because we don't got anyone left. We now can take a look at what we got for other mechs and vehicles. Falcon did nothing here. We're only seeing a Falcon on this side. On the other side we've got a Goblin, a Sentinel and a Striker. The vehicles are quite good. The Sentinel, it's decent as well, so yeah, we might be onto something here. We get the Firestarter to jump. Don't want to shoot everything. We don't want to become that toasty, but we actually hit the open side and a bit of hit, so he's panicked.
Standing by.
So, that's the Javelin. But we don't have... yeah, probably like this. This double SRM4 combo probably is
Duncan
not
Fisher
enough.
here.
But this should be. So, we'll
Heading
bring in the
that way.
Hanchi, keeping the AC quiet. We probably don't want the RB, so we're okay
Lighting them up.
with destroying it. And we even don't.
Ready.
Okay, game. We can hide here. Probably the best course of action. And this should probably be enough to destroy him. And we're good to go for the escorts and the reinforcements here. We're seeing a Vulcan.
Yep.
Kintaro sees a vehicle. So there we go.
Full speed.
Not the best hit chances, but still. We get going on that galleon 102. That's another vehicle shooting the Kintaro. Still very little damage done. We're mostly good here. Let's see what the Falcon does. It disengages.
Yeah.
But we probably want to just get going here. Not much difference between moving and running, so we take a cooldown turn here.
Duncan Fisher here.
You're good with
Heading
the
that way.
AC-10. So
Lighting
there
them
we
up.
go. We might have hit.
Whiff.
There should be an option to get these special voice packs down to regular volume. Okay, yeah, that's just what we know is there. I'm just looking if there's a fourth vehicle mech somewhere. And we have a backstrike here, so might as well get on with the show. And yeah, we're seeing a pirate Hollander, so we have to be a bit wary of this monster. That's only at 12%. Still, it's a backshot, so we take it. We'll have to pull back because I don't trust this pirate Hollander to treat us good. Hollander mostly misses everything, so no worries in that sense. Kintaro gets moving.
Got it. No shooting. Just
We've
running.
got places to be. That's a bit of splash. If it comes through, it doesn't, so we're good. Let's see what our friend the Falcon does. And moved very little and just braced. The Sentinel did nothing neither, so we might want to wait until the Vulcan goes. I think that's really the best course of action. Let's see the Hollander. That's some mines and some tandem. So we've got a pathway blocked here. We want to wait with you as well. Let's see what that Balkan does. Well, it's just jumping, so yeah, mostly good here. Although we won't have
Yeah.
line of sight, at least we're good to get near them and start working on you. Yeah, we eat the mines because we have to. And that's some damage on the Hollander. Hollanders usually don't bring very much as for armor, so we might be
Duncan Fisher here.
good in that sense. I don't want to be exposed because we got
Heading that way.
people who's quite there already.
How's it going?
Javelin also wants to move to the protected side.
Right here.
So does the fire starter, for what is worth. So we're going all together here. And we see what we're able to do. We got an obstructed line of sight to the Hollander. Doesn't look like the best idea to get in there. So we just wait and see what everybody does here.
What do you need?
Kintaro waits. And we see what this lot here do. Falcon did nothing. That's very good damage on the galleon. Oh well, at least we're alive. That's something. But yeah, it's hanging
Duncan Fisher here.
by a thread and duct tape.
Yeah.
So Firestarter gets near. Next turn we go all in.
Orders.
Think is, what can we do with you? Just move for 2 and we see what we're able to do. That's very good shots on the Vulcan, but I think I want to keep going on the Hollander.
Copy. Receiving you.
So, just like
All right,
this,
let's see what this thing
we
can
don't
do.
want to get in yet. Bit of damage on the Hanchi,
There
we can
goes the
take
paint job.
that.
Yep.
Kintaro is able to get completely in. We do have vigilance, so I think it's time to actually get in, get all in. This one's not in cover, so there we go. And let's see what the Falcon does. That's a bit of damage. We're mostly good. The Kintaros are most armored mechs, so we can take a bit of
Duncan Fisher
splash
here.
here. But he's shot now, so we
Hitting that
get
well.
in like madmen.
Lighting them up.
We got the leg open, which is a very good thing to see. Galleon shouldn't be able to do much against our mechs. The Vulcan I'm a bit more worried about, and the Hollander I'm hoping stays quiet here. So whatever we do, we're in for 3 evasion, but we're waiting. Are we though? Not really. We go for a side hit here. That's very good damage all around, so yeah. That's half of you gone.
I think I hit something special. Yeah.
You're good to do some shenanigans, and I think we don't have sensors though with you, which is a bummer. So we're probably just pulling back. Are we do? We've got you open on the side. So what do we get in terms? That's good. Not going to overheat, so I think we want to start the kick shenanigans here.
Waiting to it.
We got the leg open. With a bit of luck, we get half a mech. He hasn't lost any weapons though. The ones he lost are the ones he already had damaged. But he's unsteady now, so we should be able to get much better hit chances if we see him, which we don't. Still, okay, that was underwhelming.
Ready for orders.
So, we want you to stay focused on the galleon if possible, so we hide our weakest side and just leave the galleon here to be destroyed. I know. Still, maybe he loses ammo or whatever and we're able to get going on him. And I know We're quite thin on armor, we're quite thin on a lot of things on our mechs. That's very good damage on the javelin. We gotta get rid of this Vulcan. But we've got other priorities here. Let's see, the Falcon brings a machine gun and a small probably, so... Oh, that's... thank you very much. Friendly fire on the Vulcan, so that much
Commander.
we're thankful for. So, we're actually able to go mat on you, and I think we want to. Not very good hit chances, we already knew that.
Guess I'll give it to him then.
Still some damage on you. So let's see what you're doing, Mr. Hollander. He goes for a charge. Charge because he's... I'll get to it. Stability bar
Captain Fisher here.
just went mad. That's why we knew he was going for that. Ideally, I wouldn't want to destroy the Hollander, but I think it's too dangerous a mech to leave it there. So we're all in on that. And that's just a destruction. Probably 4 parts left, so we're good with that. And we try to keep going. Oh, okay, my bad.
Firing.
I really thought I was going for the weakened side. Apparently we ain't. Still, we should be able to just destroy him. That's bad. That's an arm open. That's just the shield arm though, so
Yep.
mostly good to do whatever we need here. So, we go for a kick again, not getting much evasion, so we try for vigilance to actually have something to do next turn. Or no, that's just one streak. One streak won't cut it, so there we go. We missed the kick, but we should be good on the mediums. That's a lot of damage. And just like that,
Destroyed.
he's off the game. We're seeing the vehicles doing random pot shots on the Hanchi. Okay, yeah, that's probably... okay, they're going... that was a full disengage here, which we're okay with. Let's be honest.
I got it. Don't think. Don't shoot. Just
So
run.
we can go for the vehicle. Or we can shoot here with much worse hit chances, so there we go. That's a bit of machine gun damage here, nothing special. You should be good for a punch. Yeah, it's a bit more damage, so why not? We miss, but let's see the SRMs. Not a kill yet. Oh well. Galleon moves and actually goes for the Kintaro, getting some decent damage in. But the Kintaro we're going to use to actually get rid of this Falcon,
Copy that.
and from there on
All
get
weapons
going.
fire.
That's a leg, and that's a machine gun ammo explosion, so he's off the
Duncan
game.
Fisher here.
We're using Duncan
Heading that way.
to just tear a hole on this galleon.
Lighting them
not the
up.
best hitchings, but we actually connected the AC-10.
Armor's about falling off right there.
Well, not as bad as you think. Well, you got a back shot. Yeah, that's right. So that was medium to the back.
Commander,
You can just kick. We go for the open side, and we just use a bit of flaming good as well, because flamers are good here. So we engage with 3 flamers, and hopefully we get you off the battlefield. We miss the kick, but hopefully one of the flamers connects to the open side.
target destroyed.
Duncan Fisher here.
And we now turn to engage with the reinforcements. We have to be a bit wary with you.
Yep.
We use this turn as a cooldown turn, and we see where these vehicles are going here. So, Sentinel moves already.
I copy.
This is good news. We need a cooldown turn and stabilize here, so that much we can do. Not keen on losing that harm, so we're going for a bit of extra evasion with the javelin.
Yeah.
You get ready to get in, because you're our most impactful mech.
Duncan Fisher here.
We get going. Well, the goblin has moved up the ramp, so we're probably good to engage him with the Kintaro and the Hanchi. And yeah, the Sentinel is also disengaging, which means we're mostly good here.
Affirmative.
Get going with the fire starter, getting ready for next turn. We can't even get line aside to the goblin. It brings a lot of armor, so I think everyone will be needed here, and we probably need to goes at this thing to actually get it out of the field. This is bad. We have to get... okay, we got a battle armor. We got a battle armor, alarm, but the goblin has to go as well, so
Duncan Fisher here.
go Duncan as well. Yep,
Lighting them up.
we missed with the AC. That's mostly hits on the building we've got on our backs. We might be even good to completely disengage here next turn. Good hit on the Gintaro though. That much we give him. So let's see the battle armor. Well, that's nothing for the moment. That's a bit of grenades. We're okay with a bit of grenades.
Duncan Fisher here.
So, what's Hitchens here? Not ideal, but yeah, that's an ultra. So, we got him open. Let's see what he does now. At least that's frontal damage on the Hanchi. You're good to get him, so we're waiting until everybody goes here.
Yep.
And Kintaro Goes on the back of the goblin
Attacking from position.
and shaves a lot of armor. He punches out. So, something will have to be done with that battle armor. I'm well aware of it. Flamers are probably excellent for that.
Standing by.
That's not the best hitchens.
Acknowledge.
Still, it's probably good enough. It was actually a bit better. So, we got the sentinel off. Let's see what the tank does. Disengages and goes for the fire starter. Very good damage. But we have to refit everything. The inner sphere just moved out. Probably has like 3 or 4 evasion here.
Commander.
We want to completely disengage with you. You're pretty much open.
Commander.
We just leave
Affirmative.
the big guys to do things here. Probably won't hold the flamers here. That's very good damage on the
What
striker.
do you need?
Kintaro also moves and engages the striker. He's panicked,
What's that?
and just like
Heading
that,
that way.
we can take a bit more damage here. Okay, that's a lot of misses. Still, not that bad. Let's see what this one does. I was actually afraid that he was going for melee here.
Hey, don't you know who I am?
Let's do this.
We're good on a backstrike, so we're probably taking it.
Roger.
And it will probably take a lot to get that battle armor off. So
what's that?
we might be good doing a complete disengage on that thing.
Heading that way.
Just avoiding it, because why not? We turn down the things that have the lowest hitchings. We're seeing a structure open, and he actually ejected, which is most welcome sight. So
Reporting.
what's the hitchinses here? Not excellent. We must be very wary of that monster. That little monster can wreck our mechs.
Full throttle.
So that's not the best hitchins neither. So we try and disengage for the moment. Hopefully he doesn't go for... That's good. Yeah, I know, hip destroy, all you want. But I think
Oh, that
we're
is
just
going to cost.
ignoring the battle armor. It's too complicated to actually get that thing down with the weapons and accuracy we have right now.
Confirmed.
So we're just keeping our distance. We accept the damage because we have to. Yeah, just
Affirmative.
get out of here.
What do you need? Acknowledged.
Okay, that's actually decent for battle armor standards. Don't worry, girl.
What's that?
We're mostly
Heading that
good.
way.
The AC is probably having no hitchins at all, but still, you know, we just keep quiet this time. Hopefully he gets in and we're able to pile up on him, but otherwise We just disengage completely and forget about this thing.
That's all you got? Hmm.
And I think that's what we're doing. Let's be frank here. That's decent damage.
Standing by.
But at this point,
On my way. Double time.
I'm just not interested in dealing with that thing, so... Yeah, it's no good. We just shoot
Lighting
in
'em all
case
up.
we get a random shot in, but... It's all about getting out of here next turn,
Good.
and we just ignore them. That's very good damage on the fire starter, but still the armor holds.
Hanging in there.
Don't you know
So-
who I am?
Yeah, he knows. He doesn't care.
What's
So,
happening?
you get him,
Yeah?
you get in, and we get out of here. We just avoid that battle armor. We don't have the tools to deal with it yet. I know, probably salvage ain't the best in the world, but we just get random parts. Here, we do have a vehicle to get. There might be enough vehicle parts to actually do something here. So 175k, which is very good. We got the heap destruction here on the left leg. We got a bit of damage everywhere. Still pretty much decent stuff. We got 3 parts of a goblin, 3 parts of a striker, and I honestly think I want a striker. But let's see if there's anything else we really want here. Okay. Okay. I don't know where you were, but really, this is godsend. We've got Ferro for days as well. This is going to help. There's a sensor sniper. We got MRM tandem, so that's 80 damage to internals, and I think I've got my pick here. Would be good to get the Ultra 5. Don't know if there's anything on the sensors front. There isn't, so yeah, we're in for a large refit to get the MRM40, I think, but we need a bit more ammo here. Tandem just brings... Okay, we're foregoing 1 ton, 1 ferrofibrous to go for MRM safe, because we need both bins here to make the MRM work. So we get 1 part of a Falcon, 1 part of a Goblin, 1 part of the Hollander, 1 part of a Vulcan. We get an ear small, might be good to get on, to put it on the Haunchy. We get a medium X-Pulse, 2 machine guns, Mark launcher, a small laser, a Eagle, actually it's good. Fire control system scatter, Ferro, heatsink prototype, double heatsink, it's good. We just sell the Innosphere, well, the structure and the fusion core, not the fusion core, the engine, and we even get Ultra 5 ammo. So all in all, pretty decent haul, even if we didn't get any new toys to play with in the sense of mechs or vehicles. This MRM40 can and will be put on the Kintaro probably, and it'll get us going for days. So we just get out of the mission and we see what we see here. So Walt of Blake is gone for a very quick head start. That's 13 days repairs. We take them and we just get going for a day to see which random mech we got here. Okay, let's see it. Did we get... Oh, that's a pirate wasp. So we're probably not using that thing. Well, if it's DSL DF wasp, this thing brought proto heatsinks in the past. Yep. Okay, we're in for some fun actually, because you don't need. So we've actually got a wealth of proto heatsinks, double heatsink kits, and no chassis to put them into, but that's mostly okay if you ask me. We're going to do a lot. I'm probably going to stop all refits before we get in on the next mission and just try and rework the mechs a bit better and get them to my liking. Probably just talk about it on the next chapter, but this has actually been it for the first one. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider leaving a rating. It's very good for the first chapter of a new series to actually get exposure, and if you stumbled upon this one and you aren't subscribed, please consider doing so. It's still free here, so let's see you next time. Oh, and just one last thing. We're accepting names for the company and even logos and paint jobs. So if you have any idea, please leave it in the comments below. Enjoy. See you tomorrow.